Owners foot a bigger bill to balance Erie County's books. Good evening. If you own property here in Erie County, you might have to shell out more cash. County Executive Mark Poloncarz released his $1.38 billion budget plan today. If he gets his way, property taxes would go up 3.4% for the average homeowner. News 4's Luke Moretti is adding it all up tonight. He's live from the Rath Building with more on what these numbers mean for you. Luke?
Yeah, and in his first budget, the county executive is calling for a property tax increase. He says it is necessary because it was created by the perfect storm.
So if people think that we're growing government because the budget went up, we're not.
Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz calls his proposed budget fair and responsible, and it comes with a property tax increase of 3.4%. That's an $18 increase to the average homeowner.
I mean, if it had just been the discretionary programs that grew but nothing else, we would not be talking about a property tax increase.
Property owners we caught up with seem to be fine with the tax hike Poloncarz is talking about.
I don't really think $18 is that much considering that what we receive for it. So to me, that's a modest increase.
I'm good with a small increase, but don't go crazy on us.
3.4%, is that?
That's not bad.
The Poloncarz budget increases spending by $30 million, due almost exclusively, he says, to increases in state-mandated costs like Medicaid and pension payments.
This is reality. It takes a lot of money. Yeah. And I think people are just thinking that it shouldn't cost them anything. It's a very expensive deal.
To cut out the $8 million that would be generated by his proposed tax increase, Poloncarz says important services would have gone away.
You would be drastically cutting the arts and cultural funding. You would have eliminated the road and control program. We would have had to have cut the sheriff's road patrol program, which would have been a public safety risk for this county.
Now, Poloncarz says his four-year plan does not include any further property tax increases. He says his budget officials, his experts, have taken a look at that and they see growth in the out years. When asked about whether he'll stick to no increases over the out years, he says that's his goal. We're live downtown tonight. Luke Moretti, News 4. Back to you guys.
Luke, did you get any reaction from county lawmakers on the tax increase?
You know what, it's funny because I can remember in past years when the county executive would come out to introduce his budget proposal, right after the county executive was done, we'd go across the street from the Rath Building here you see behind me, over here to the Erie County Legislature in front of me, and normally there would be lawmakers waiting. They couldn't wait to get on the air to react to the budget proposal. We went over there today. There was no one. We couldn't find any lawmakers. The only people we found there were staffers. However, we did hook up with the minority office late in the afternoon. We did get some reaction from them. As you might imagine, they are going to offer some resistance on this tax increase.